Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, it's going to be a little different. It's not going to be a makeup tutorial. It's not going to be a get ready with me. It's going to be a review and demo of the FAVES eye brush set and the face brush set from Morphe that just released like about a month ago, I believe. So yeah, I will be doing my eyeshadow and I will be explaining like what the brushes are good for and if these brushes are worth it or not. So if you would like to see if they are, then just keep on watching. So for the FAVES eye brush set, it brings 15 eye brushes, and for the most part they are all blending brushes, which is I think amazing. Which I think is amazing because honestly, we all need blending brushes, if we're being honest. It brings these 15 brushes, and as you guys see in the video or in the demo that I filmed for you guys, I used 11 of the brushes that came in the set. I just didn't use these 4. So I'm just going to start off with the first brush that I used on the eye, and I used the E27, and this is a really fluffy brush, and it's long and kind of flimsy, as you can see. Like it's a flexible brush, and this helps just to blend out. I use this one to blend out the shade in the crease. It's kind of like to blend out all the shades together, or to use your brush to blend out your transition. I really like it because you can use it on its side or you can use it straight like this. I don't really know how to explain that, but you kind of, I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about, on the side and then like this. So yeah, you can use it either or to kind of blend the colors in the crease, and it's really soft. I really like this brush. This brush is part of their Elite collection, and I think it's great that they included it in this set. And then for the next brush, I use the M441, and this is a natural, the last brush is round topped brush, which is perfect for diffusing eyeshadows in the crease, and it's really good brush, and it is a synthetic bristled brush. The next brush that I used in the demo was the M441, and this is the Pro Firm Blending Crease brush, and this is goat hair. And this brush is good for diffusing 2 shades together for the transition, and that's exactly what I did. As you can see in the demo, I first set down the first transition shade that I used with the E27, and then I went in with this one to blend the next shade and the transition shade together. And for the next brush that I used the M330 blending crease brush, and this one is sabled bristles. I haven't really heard of these type of bristles, but that's what they're called. These bristles are really flexible, as you can see. Like, they move a lot more, they have more movement, and you can feel it when you're blending in the transition. It's really soft, honestly. It's really soft, and it gets the job done. Like, it blends out your color really fast. It's a really good blending brush, honestly. The next brush that I used after that one is the M433, and I'm pretty sure everyone has heard of the M433. If you watch Jaclyn Hill, if you watch honestly any beauty guru, I think they've talked about the M433. This brush is like a flat blending brush, so you can, the same way as you can use the E27 on its side, you can use this one. You can use it on its side, or you can use it the long way and just diffuse more color into the crease, or you can keep it more precise with the way that you're holding the brush. You can blend out more and diffuse more, or you can keep it more precise and blend it out in the same spot that you're placing it in. So that one is that brush, and I really like this brush. And after that one, I believe I used M506, and this is a tapered mini blender. This one I used to place the black in the crease, and it placed just enough in the right spot that I wanted to place it. I wanted to keep it in the outer corner. I wanted to keep it small, and it was perfect for blending and this one's a little more stiff. As you can see, it's not as like flexible, but did the black perfectly into the crease, as you can see in the demo. I didn't use too much black, but it's good for blending. You could also use this brush for under the eye, which I think is ideal. And for the lid part, to cover the blank space, I used the M213, and this is a small smudger brush, and this brush is really soft. Like it's not something that you would use to cut your crease, not like, because I have a brush similar to that, and this one's the e.l.f. Concealer brush, and this one's a lot more dense. Like this one is way softer, and I used that one just to place the color on top, and it's really soft to the point that you can kind of blend it out. And I also used this one to place the black under the lid, under the lash line, and it blended it out pretty well. I really liked how it looked. It also says on the website that you can also use this to apply your lip color. I don't know, I don't think I would personally use it for that, but as you guys saw in the video, I did use it for the under eye, and I did use it to place color in small areas on the lid. And then to blend everything together, I used the M573, and this one is pointed, but it also goes down to a taper, and it's fluffier, so you can use this to disperse more product softly. That's the word. It's going to softly diffuse the color, and it's going to spread it out. And I just honestly use this one to used it today, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it to blend out other colors and other times when I use these brushes to blend out like a transition or to blend out a shade if I want it washed all over. You know, it's a big fluffy brush, and I think it's an essential. I think it's something that we could definitely use. And then for the bottom lash line, I used the M321, and I kind of used this one to just bring the shadow down and kind of blend it out. And it has like a dome shape. It's really soft and flimsy, so it won't be rough on the lower lash line. I really think it's a good brush to use on the lower lash line, or you can also use it to pack on color on the outer corner and then kind of blend it out. Grab a fluffier brush and then diffuse the color even more. I think it's an ideal brush. Honestly, all of these brushes are blending brushes, and I think blending brushes are the most important brushes to have in your collection, because if your eyeshadow is not blended, what are you doing? You know? Great. And then for the last 4 brushes, these are just brushes that you can use. This I can use on my lower lash line. This I can use at the top in the crease. This I can use to diffuse more colors in the crease. The smaller one is the E36. This one is the E17. And this one is the M139. It's like a smaller version of the M330. As you can tell, the shape is the same, the hair is the same, just a smaller version of it, which I think is great if you want more precision. And then we have the E22, which is a really domed, fluffy brush, which I think is great to have in your collection as well. And then the E18, which is a little domed brush. You can use this to pack on color and then use another brush in the collection to blend it out. Or you can also use it in your lower lash line. It's really up to you what you want to use as well. And then aside from these, I also used, I don't have them because I left them in my room, but the angled brush with the spoolie on the other side. I used that to do my brows today. Once again, it's really good. Honestly, if you use pomades, if you use a powder, I think it would be a really good brush to use. It's really small, it's precise, it's skinny, it allows you to create hair strokes, and yeah, I really liked that brush. And then I also used the flat, I don't know what number it is, but it's the flat brush. It's that's just, I use that one to clean up concealer under the eye, under the eyebrow, and that's, I mean, I can't complain. It was really precise and it got the job done. So I really think the eye brush set is really good if you are trying to expand your collection, or if you really need like a good set of blending brushes, I think this is a good place to start. You don't have to go off looking for individual brushes and kind of saying, okay, well, which one does this and which one does that, like which one blends the transition with what, I don't know. Allows you, it all comes together, so it allows you to just buy them all together and just use them all together. You don't need to go off looking for the brushes individually. I think this eye brush set is ideal, honestly, for someone who's starting off, for someone who's a freelancer, for someone who just wants it. Honestly, for anyone, I really think this brush set is ideal. So that is the eye brush set. I think it was really, really good, and I honestly think it's really worth it. And this one is retailing for $48, which is pretty good. I think it's a pretty good price considering you get 15 brushes. You would probably spend that much if you only got 8 brushes individually. So I think it's a really good price. So that is my thoughts on the eye brush set. And now moving on to the face. I used the sponge. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I mean, it's a sponge, it's not bad, but I feel like it took more product for me in order to get the coverage I wanted and in order for it to work out on my skin, basically to get the coverage I wanted. I like it. It's soft, but it's not as soft as my Equal Tools sponge, which is like what, $6? I think they're the same price. I'm not sure how much the beauty sponge is, but it's not bad. It's good if you're looking for a sponge, and I mean, if you get the set, it comes with it, so why not use it? I don't see why not, you know. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the sponge. Not my favorite, but it's not bad. Now moving on to the next brush. This is the M439, and I think Jaclyn Hill has talked about this brush. I don't know if it's this one or I don't know if it's another one, but I'm pretty sure she's talked about this brush. This is the perfect brush to buff in a foundation. I personally don't like brushes. I don't like to use brushes to buff in foundations. I prefer a sponge just because I feel like it sinks into the skin. It doesn't like sit on the skin and it doesn't leave the brush strokes. I don't like applying my foundation with a brush. But if you're looking for that, I feel like this is the perfect, this is a good brush. It's densely packed. It's really, really soft, and it's the right size. Like, I'm pretty sure you can do this in like less than a minute. Just blend it in. Blend it right in. I think this is a good foundation brush. I would use it for just that. And then the next brush that there is, I used this to bronze, and I might have used too much product, or it's just too precise to just have like a nice bronze. It's the Morphe E3. It's like a ballpoint. It's like a ballpoint brush. Really, really soft. It's really flexible. I actually really like it. I think I just used way too much product, so just don't mind that, because I have tried it before and I think it worked better last time, but I really think I applied way too much product this time because it looks a little muddy. I like how it applies bronzer. You can also use this to apply your blush if you'd like, or you can use it to contour if you hold it at a certain angle. So I really, really like the idea of this brush. The next brush is the E4, and this is the brush that I use to put blush on, and it's like an angled blending brush. This would be perfect to contour as well, but I used it for blush instead, and I think it's a really good blush. The only thing, it's a little bit denser here than it is on the angled part of it, like at the top. I don't know if you guys know what I'm referring to, but it's a little denser here and then a little more like fluffy and soft at the top, and I think it's great for blush. It gets right in there and it blends it out. Just the only thing, just be careful with it because it can pack on blush heavily, and if you don't want that look, then just be careful with it. But I really, really like how soft it is, and I like how it blended out my blush, and I have no complaints. It gets the job done. I really like it. And for this next brush, this is the M523. It's kind of like pinched, but it's also fluffy and kind of tapered. And this brush I use to contour right here, and it's perfect to get right in the cheekbones. And I used a different shade, obviously, and I used it to contour, and I think it does a great job. I've used it like 2 to 3 times already to contour my cheekbones, and I think it's soft, it's nice, it's ideal to contour. I really like this brush for that reason. You can also use it to contour the sides of your nose if you'd like. I don't know what else you would use this for, but this is perfect to contour. The next brush that comes in the set is this small flat brush. I think this is meant for concealer, to apply the concealer. I used it to spread out my foundation. As you can tell, this is the M224. I don't see what else. I would probably use this to also cut my crease instead of use it on the face, or just spread out foundation wherever I need it. That's what I use this brush for. A couple of brushes that I am going to be touching base on are highlighting brushes. Personally, to me, they're highlighting brushes. This is the M310, and this is just to highlight. I think I don't see anything wrong with it. Personally, I don't like highlighting with fan brushes just because it's just not my preference, but I prefer something a little more precise, a little fluffier, and, you know, like a brush. So for today's look, I used the M501, and this is like a tapered brush. It's like a giant eyeshadow brush, basically, and that's what I used to highlight my face. And it's like the perfect size to get in there and to kind of blend it out as well. And I really, really, really like how this places foundation, how this places highlight on the cheekbones. Yeah, it's a really good highlighting brush, and it's also one of their best sellers. So, and then the next brush is the M510, which is also another highlighting brush, and it's kind of the same idea. The only thing is that this one isn't as tapered as this one. More so, you can also use this one on its side, but it would make sense to kind of, or you can use it, yeah, you can use it whichever way you want it. It blends out highlight really well. I've also used this brush before to apply my highlight, and it's really good. It blends out the highlight well. I don't have any problems with it. It gets the job done, and it comes in a set, which is ideal. Like, what else do you need? This next brush is also a highlighting brush, I would consider. Okay, you see, this is, no. Only complaint. This is the M438, and I would consider this a highlighting brush, but you can use this for many other things. You can use this for blending concealer on your lid. You can use this to blend concealer under the eye. Really, whatever you want to use it for. It's really, really soft. So I personally wouldn't use it for that. I would use this to really pack on highlight. If I want an intense highlight, I would use this brush for just that, because let me show you. Let me show you. I'm pretty sure this is, like, my highlight is already crazy, but let me just show you, like, what this can do. Like, do you see that? It just packs on really, really, really nicely. Like, the highlight, it just packs it on, and it just gives you that booming highlight that you want. And yeah, that is it. Those are all the brushes from both sets. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know if you guys like the format. I don't know if you guys want me to keep doing more videos like this. Please let me know down below. I really, really recommend both of these sets. I really, really like the brushes that it comes with. It basically comes with all the brushes that you really need to complete a whole look. Yeah. So yeah, it comes with highlighting brush, foundation brush, concealer brush, a blush brush, a powder brush. It comes with all the brushes that you need to complete a face. And then your eye brush set comes with all the blushes that you need to complete an eye look. And they are really good quality brushes, honestly. My only gripe with them is that they do shed sometimes. I'm not saying all of them, because some of them have not shed on me at all. It just really depends if the brush sheds on you or not. yeah, that's not really a problem for me. I really like the brushes. I love the brush sets. I'm really happy with my purchase because it has changed my eyeshadow game, because I didn't have all of these other brushes that I thought I didn't need, and it really changes your blending game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe down below, and don't forget to follow me on my social media so we can interact, and you guys can let me kind of know what you guys want to see next. My next video, I'm pretty sure, will be, I don't know if it will be a tutorial or if it will be a review of the Shop Miss Say $1 makeup that I'm going to be trying, and I'm going to be comparing sponges to the $1 sponge and all of this other fun stuff. So I'm really excited to be filming these next couple of days. So yeah, like I mentioned, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!